Did you know that narcissistic abuse victims often experience headaches? It's the body's response to constant stress and emotional chaos. Living with a narcissist can feel like walking through a minefield, where you're always on edge. This incessant mental and emotional strain doesn't just affect your mind, it spills over into your body, often triggering tension headaches, migraines, or chronic pain. Today, we'll explore how the stress, anxiety, and emotional games that come with narcissistic abuse can lead to those nagging headaches. Are you ready for number 1? The narcissist's unpredictable behavior creates mental fatigue. Most of us feel stressed or anxious about uncertainties because not knowing what might happen next leaves us unable to plan our next move or defense. Unfortunately, dealing with a narcissist often means living in a constant state of unpredictability. You're continuously riding an emotional roller coaster. One minute, you're showered with praise, and the next, you're hit with harsh criticism. This erratic behavior creates an environment where your brain is always on high alert, trying to figure out what's coming next. This tension wears you down mentally, leading to exhaustion over time. Your mind constantly tries to navigate through the chaos, which takes a heavy physical toll on your body. If you find yourself suffering from headaches, it's likely your body's way of signaling that the constant mental turmoil is overwhelming you. This ongoing stress and emotional whiplash can leave you feeling drained, both physically and emotionally. Let's talk about number 2. The constant need to please the narcissist can cause mental exhaustion. I want to give you a reality check. You can't please everybody. People will always have something to say about you, good or bad, no matter what you say or do. Constantly trying to please a narcissist can be mentally exhausting. They demand your attention and approval. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. This need to meet their expectations leaves you drained. As Dr. John Amadeo says, people-pleasing often comes from a place of fear or insecurity. The mental strain from trying to keep them happy builds up over time. This stress doesn't stay in your mind. It shows up physically, especially in tension areas like your neck and shoulders. Over time, this cycle can take a toll on both your mental and physical health, often causing headaches. Let's move on to number 3. Fear of criticism or rejection increases stress levels, often causing headaches. Criticism can be healthy when it is constructive, which inspires you to improve. However, it can be unhealthy when biased and intended to put you down. When you're dealing with a narcissist, the fear of criticism or rejection is always there. They may belittle you or make you feel inadequate, which keeps you on edge. This constant fear raises your stress levels as you're always preparing for the next verbal attack. Additionally, fear of rejection keeps your body in a fight or flight state, causing muscle tension. The anxiety from this fear can quickly turn into a headache. Kristen Neff, a professor of educational psychology and an expert on self-compassion, says, living in a state of fear can lead to a heightened stress response, which overwhelms the body and mind. Now, let's continue to number 4. The constant gaslighting makes you doubt your reality, causing mental fog. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious tactics narcissists use to manipulate their victims. It can have a profound impact on both your mental and physical health. Making you question your thoughts, memories, and feelings creates confusion and mental fog that leaves you constantly second-guessing yourself. Dr. Robin Stern, author of The Gaslight Effect, explains, gaslighting causes the victim to doubt their reality, which can lead to a constant state of emotional turmoil. This mental strain can be mentally exhausting, as you're left to decipher what's real and what's not. The confusion creates tension, which Dr. Gabor Mate points out. Chronic emotional stress and confusion lead to physical symptoms, like headaches. So the more you experience gaslighting, the more likely it is that those headaches will become a persistent, painful reminder of the emotional toll it takes on you. You can't miss number 5. Overthinking and overanalyzing interactions with the narcissist creates mental stress that triggers headaches. Dealing with a narcissist often puts your mind into overdrive. It leaves you constantly replaying conversations, overanalyzing their words or actions, and trying to predict their next move. This constant mental chatter is exhausting, as you're trapped in a cycle of second-guessing everything, which creates immense stress. According to Susan Nolan Huxamer, a professor of psychology at Yale University, rumination traps you in a cycle of stress and self-doubt, taking a toll on your mental health. This overthinking triggers physical symptoms, like headaches. The continuous hyper-alertness elevates your stress hormones, leaving your brain no chance to relax or reset. Overanalyzing, unfortunately, doesn't solve the problem. It just drains you further, mentally and physically. It creates a vicious cycle of tension and pain that's difficult to escape. The mental and physical toll can leave you feeling trapped and exhausted as the stress becomes a constant companion. Are you still up for number 6? The inability to express emotions freely creates internal pressure, which can lead to head pain. When you're dealing with a narcissist, expressing your emotions feels impossible. You hold back to avoid criticism or rejection, which creates a buildup of unspoken feelings. This internal pressure can lead to physical symptoms like headaches. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, author of The Body Keeps the Score, explains, unexpressed emotions can manifest in the body as physical symptoms, including pain. Constantly suppressing emotions puts your body in a state of stress. Dr. Gabor Mate notes, repressed emotions are a major contributor to chronic stress and physical ailments. Over time, the tension from holding everything inside can transform emotional pain into physical pain, like head pressure and headaches. Let's keep it moving to number 7. Poor sleep due to stress and anxiety increases the likelihood of headaches. Matthew Walker, founder and director of the Center for Human Sleep Science and author of Why We Sleep, explains, chronic stress reduces sleep quality, deeply affecting physical and mental health. Living with a narcissist often disrupts your sleep because stress and anxiety keep your mind racing. It's hard to rest when replaying arguments or trying to predict their next move. Your body can't recover without proper rest, making you more prone to headaches. Poor sleep also worsens your stress response, creating a vicious cycle. Walker highlights that sleep is the foundation of mental resilience. Without it, stress impacts your body even more. Ultimately, the stress disrupts your sleep, and the lack of rest leads to more headaches, trapping you in a draining cycle. Finally, we're down to number 8. The stress of the silent treatment or emotional withdrawal can create chronic tension headaches. The silent treatment is a particularly effective tool that narcissists use to inflict emotional stress and control. When they withdraw or ignore you, you endlessly wonder what went wrong or what you might have done to provoke their silence. This uncertainty creates a constant mental and emotional strain, causing you to remain on edge, unable to relax. The stress doesn't just stay in your mind. It manifests physically, building up tension in your neck, shoulders, and head, often leading to chronic headaches. Dr. Carol McBride, author of "Will I ever be free of you?" describes this emotional withdrawal as a form of punishment that triggers deep anxiety. And it's easy to see why. The unpredictability of the silence keeps your stress response activated, making it nearly impossible to feel at ease or grounded. Over time, this emotional roller coaster traps you in a vicious cycle of emotional and physical exhaustion, as the constant tension continually wears down your body and mind. In conclusion, headaches aren't just random discomforts for those experiencing narcissistic abuse. They're a physical manifestation of the constant stress, anxiety, and emotional games that take a toll on both mind and body. Understanding this connection is vital for reclaiming your health and peace of mind. If you're struggling, remember it's not your fault, and you're not alone. Healing begins by acknowledging the impact and prioritizing your well-being, whether seeking therapy, building a support system, or setting healthy boundaries. You deserve a life free from the emotional and physical pain caused by narcissistic abuse.